Howdy, howdy, y'all. Is another Maharaj chapter. Chapter 19 Reality Lies in Objectivity. Now, for a lot of these past chapters, you don't really get a sense of much of who the questioner is in any sense. In this one, we still don't know a name or anything, but we do at least know what they do. They say right off the bat that they're a painter and that they paint paintings for a living. That's how they make money. So that's at least cool because I think that helps at least give us a gauge and understanding of how Maharaj like approaches this person, and you can kind of tell that he takes this into consideration. Like he uses very visual, much more visual type analogies. He uses an analogy of like a person in a double mirror to yeah, to as one analogy, and then for another analogy, he uses a dark room with a light um and yeah, with a window and light shining through it to represent like the consciousness and the supreme and matter and its relation to each other. So he uses so for example, he uses the dark room is matter itself. The light is our consciousness, and then the supreme is it's the source, the sunlight. So I liked that analogy particularly a lot too. I found that one very interesting. I also liked how he makes a distinction between I am and there is, because grammatically there's, uh, there's a thing, but spiritually what I found interesting is that yeah he says I am denotes the inner, there is the outer. Both are based on the sense of being. And then he kind of goes on to distinguish existence and being. Because the questioner is it the same as the experience of existence? This sense of being. And Maharaj says, to exist means to be something, a thing, a feeling, a thought, an idea. All existence is particular. Only being is universal, in the sense that every being is compatible with every other being. Existences clash. Being never. Existence means becoming, change, birth and death, and birth again. While in being there is silent peace. So I feel yeah. So it's like being is like this very 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 pure form. Yeah. I feel like I understand what he means by this. If you think you do, please let me know in the comments below. But I mean, because these are like it's very, like I say, this is where it gets very deep uh, concepts for sure. And I think as we go in this book, it'll only get the concepts will only get deeper. And I mean, he definitely tries to repeat a lot of these different concepts, and because that's what a lot of this book is like repeating a lot of these various concepts in different conversations with different people in different ways to get you as the reader. Hopefully, one of these conversations clicks. So that's why I like this book, and that's why it's been good to review it so far. Like I say, it's been really awesome. This also the end here is very interesting because even though he's kind of art, I mean, you would think that he's like, oh, the universe is everything, just it's all just mind. It's just you know, it's all just up here. And I feel like he's not quite saying that. It's a little bit more complicated than that. Because the questioner asks, I can see that my world is subjective. Does it make it also illusionary? It Maharaj, it is illusionary as long as it is subjective, and to that extent only. Reality lies in objectivity. Questioner, what does objectivity mean? You said the world is subjective, and now you talk of objectivity. Is not everything subjective? Maharaj, everything is subjective, but the real is objective. The questioner, in what sense? Maharaj, It does not depend on memories and expectations, desires and fears, likes and dislikes. All is seen as it is. Questioner, is this what you call the fourth state? Maharaj, call it as you like. It is solid, steady, changeless, beginningless, and endless. Ever new, ever fresh. Questioner, how does it reach? Maharaj, desirelessness and fearlessness will take you there. So it's like, yeah, like a certain sense of the world is subjective. There is a mind element that we put on ourselves. Like we make our world what it is, right? And that's what he is art. And that's what he's saying. It's like, yes, we do make the world as it is. But once you get, I mean, there is something, there is a layer of the world that is past all of this. It's past your like just surface level, just I'm a person, here are my desires, here are my fears, here are my hopes, here are my all this stuff. Like past this you as like a person and as a being, like there's like a deeper like, and that's I think the whole thing he's trying to find that very fine point, that very source of your being, the source of your being, the light that is shining through that window of that is your consciousness into the dark room that is matter, that is the universe itself. So I like this chapter, and I like that we get, like I said, we get to see, like, here, this guy's a painter. I don't know, I like kind of, because I like then seeing like how is he going to respond, and he actually responded, I think, very appropriately to a painter. I think, like I said, his analogies and everything he use are very, very appropriate for a painter. So I hope you all enjoyed that, and I'll let you all go until the next one. Peace.